plan on talking about. And you look at how many enemies Totes is making right now. He's like, him and Jay Savage got the thing going on. The Lord's pissed off that Totes put hands on him. I don't think Totes cares. Then Totes going after Blackheart. Like, what TCW members are going to step up and get Totes' back? Right now, it looks like Totes fighting the SSU. You know what I mean? Who is going to step up? Who is going to have his back? And who is going to start fighting also for the TCW? I know we all fight for the TCW. Not saying that. But who is going to step up and take the fight personally back at him? We'll have to keep an eye out on that. But now, something even bigger. The Women's Universal title belt on the line.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Universal Women's World Championship.
This was the title shot that she was supposed to get at Rage in the Cage against Aussie. Aussie then going on to lose the title belt to Jane. And now Jane, because she is on the Meltdown brand, is able to defend the Universal Women's title belt here tonight against The Witcher. Yeah, I've got a funny feeling Matt Storm's got some big plans for that briefcase. But it's like Frankie Two Fingers. When I go to the grocery store, sometimes I'll be the next person in line to check out. And sometimes I just let people go around me. I'm like, oh no, you go, I'm next. And sometimes I just like being next. Right now, Matt Storm is next. So you can see the Witcher of old has returned. But, again, you look at who Jane beat to get, and you can see the brand new Universal World Championship design. Pretty cool, I think. But beating Aussie and now having to face the Witcher to defend the title. You look at the Meltdown champion, Cheyenne. You look at the United States champion, Melinda. You look at who's on that poster on the wall right over there. Here in a second, you're going to see it. Melinda, Witcher, Cheyenne, Aussie, and Crimson.
Introducing the challenger from the Queen City, the Witch, Tony Cox. And her opponent from Blackpool, England, the Universal Women's World Champion, the Legend Killer, Jane.
So Jane handing over the belt, just beating Aussie for it, and now again going up against Witcher. But she is called the Legend Killer for a reason. And we've seen both of these women go through kind of a little bit different, yet the same kind of cycle. I would have thought that Jane, yeah, she won the Universal Championship, but I would have thought that she would have been a lot more into winning world titles a lot sooner than she has been. Now, it's been a minute since she has been winning those world titles, but she has been in the universe since season 1. She has been very, very strong when you look at the different mid-card titles that are out there, whether it's the television title or United States title. She has been kind of the one that's taken up that. So if you look at maybe the Tier 1 and then Tier 2, she has been dominant in Tier 2. It's almost what is going on right now with Rapincha. When you look at Rapincha, very dominant in that second tier. There's a third and a fourth tier. So, like, to be dominant in the second tier, that's nothing to shake a stick at. But it hasn't translated into dominance and up into the Tier 1, up into the world title belt. So, Witcher looking to tie a record and become a 10-time world champion here tonight. She would be the second lady. So when we look at the Hall of Legends, that would be a legendary thing. 10-time world champion, that would do it. That would get you a Hall of Legends card. So right now a 9-time world champion, but for Jane really looking to get a solid title defense going, a solid title reign going. So will she be able to do that tonight? But still, called the Legend Killer for a reason, so we're definitely going to see what goes on with that here tonight. And look at this, already bleeding down the side of her face is the champion. Gets up to her feet first, but Witcher dodges 2 different attacks from Jane and able to stay in control and drops her again right on her head. But Jane getting fired up. Witcher trying to call it off. Jane not having it. Takes her, puts her up against the ropes. And this is where if Jane can keep her wits about her, if Jane can keep her head about her, and just get back and control the pacing of the match, but does not look like that's what she is trying to do. It looks like she is going for aggression. Looks like she is waking up this morning and she chose violence. And a 2 count right there, and it looked like Jane almost expected to pull out a win right there, but Witcher able to kick out in 2. Oh, last dance of Mary Jane, not quite locked in. Witcher saw it coming, and now Witcher trying to set up the Witch's Brew. Is she going to be able to do it right here? Oh, gets her with, and you know where she learned that from. No longer associated with the Wolfpack, but learning that move from her time, her long time in the Wolfpack. And there it is, the Witch's Brew. Is Jane going to tap out? Do we have a brand new champion and the second 10-time world champion? No, we do not, but it looked like Witcher realized she was not going to tap, so wisely kind of let her up right there. And now attacking the lower body, which has nothing to do with the Witch's Brew, but if you don't have a solid base under you, you can't really pull off the bigger move. So not a bad way to think about it, not a bad way to go, and far be it for me to question a 9-time world champion. And a lot of momentum right there. And you can see the champion really starting to struggle right here. If she doesn't do something soon to get this match back under her control, She is not going to be able to defend this title. And right there, you saw where Witcher tried to speed up a little bit right there, and maybe that was the mistake that the Legend Killer needs. Because now, hooking it in, the last dance of Mary Jane. Oh, that is freaky right there. You got the blood coming down the hair. And the nonchalant pin not working out this time. And now Jane really starting to slow the match down, it looks like, trying to stay in control of the match. And maybe trying to set up another last dance of Mary Jane. You know, maybe just one more time to ease the pain. Throws her into, and look, you can see Witcher was like, hey, hold up. And Jane not holding up, and maybe she should have. Witcher kind of tricking her a little bit, sucking her in and trying to set up. The Witch's Brew gets it locked in, and I don't see how you don't tap when you get locked in the second time. And we have the second 10-time world champion.
Here is your winner, and new, the Universal Women's World Champion, the Witch, Tony Cox.
So again, it's one of those things where you make it in. The craziness where you get to make it in. The Hall of Legends, Witcher becoming the second. And look, this is on not just the men's side and the women's side. This is on either side. Both sides. We're talking 10-time Outbreak or Universal World Champion. And then a 4-time Universal Women's World Champion. The only other one to even win it twice is Aussie. So, you know, you start looking why we were talking about Cheyenne, we were talking about Aussie. Those are the top two, really.